Now let's talk about the actual opacity property and its values, right? So you can see that the setup is going to be exactly the same, right? So we have heading 1, and then over here this is going to be a paragraph, and this is going to be the class of opacity, right? So if we go back over here to main CSS, or you know what, let's try to apply the rules over here like this. So I'm going to say over here that with this quick edit, right? And I'm going to go actually to the class, right? So again, I'm going to right click it, right? Then we have a quick edit, and now you can see again adding the new rule, right? And you can see right away that it's targeting this paragraph, and you can see that it right away targeting the class, right? And over here, what we're gonna write is we're gonna say this is gonna be opacity, right? So that's the name of the actual property. And over here, like I said, the values are between 0 and 1. So if I'm gonna say over here that this is gonna be 0.5, you can see how it got lighter, right? And then I'm gonna say 0.3. You can see it got even more lighter, right? 0.1, it has disappeared, right? 0, that's it. You don't see it, right? Because actually it's not rendering in the browser this way, right? So basically what happens is that it's totally transparent, right? So you cannot see anything like that. So obviously if I have 0.9, right, you can see that it's going to be almost there, right? So, and again, if it looks familiar, then it is, right? Because again, the difference was the same with the background colors, right? So if we would have right over here background color, and if I would use RGBA values over here, and if I would have said that background color is going to be, let's say something like I don't know, 213 or 219, 200, and let's say this is going to be 100, right? So something like this. I don't know what it is. But over here, we would need to have the fourth value. So over here, I'm going to say this is going to be 0.5, right? So you can see that this is going to be this color. And now actually look what that color is going to look like, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste this. So I have background color over here, which is I'm going to copy this guy over here. And then I'm going to close this over here like this. Then I still have it in main CSS. And I'm going to say that this is going to be a paragraph, and we're just going to copy and paste this. We're going to say that this is going to be a color, so copy and paste this, and let's just change this, right? Again, let's do the same thing, right? So now I can see that this would be the actual color, right? But this is with opacity, right? So we obviously could have done it this way, right? We could have done it RGB, right? And then write opacity over here, but we need to put a semicolon, right? So opacity, and I'm going to say 0.5, right? So again, you see it's the same deal, right? Either I write over here A, or I just add the opacity, right? And obviously it would work the same way, right? Over here, if I change this to 0.3, right? So again, there's multiple ways how we can work at, but this is sometimes, let's say, not always you want to obviously add it to the background color, right? You just want to change the opacity on actual text, right? Then you would use the opacity, and again, you have values between 0 and 1, and that actually would make your text transparent.